Hello Internet, my name is Matt and this is going to be a video showing the best method to get money from a US bank account into ANKR protocol. If you haven't heard of ANKR protocol yet, it's pretty cool. It's essentially a crypto savings account that pays 19.5% interest, pretty darn stable. Sometimes it fluctuates down to 19.48, 47, sometimes up a tiny bit higher, but it's pretty much right there at 19.5% interest, which can be very powerful. Now, the problem is that getting money from a US bank account into this is actually kind of challenging because the US government puts quite a few restrictions on which crypto exchanges that US residents are allowed to use. If you're outside of the US, this may actually still be the best method to get money into ANKR. I'm not sure. But within the US, this is definitely as of October, or I guess it's actually early November 2021, this is the best method for sure. So what we're going to do, just a quick overview, we're going to use an OKCoin account. So this is your what they call a fiat on-ramp. So this is what you connect to your bank account, and it takes your US dollars and allows you to convert them into crypto. We're specifically going to convert them into Luna, which is one of the two native tokens on the Terra ecosystem, and Terra is where ANKR lives. So once we have Luna, we're going to withdraw Luna from OKCoin to our Terra Station wallet. We're going to swap Luna using TerraSwap into UST, which is the dollar-pegged stablecoin of the Terra ecosystem, and then we deposit UST here in ANKR protocol and start earning interest. All right, so a lot of people in the US are not going to have an OKCoin account already set up. OKCoin is the US wing of a Asian exchange called OKEX. And OKEX is not allowed to be used by people in the US. You can probably figure out how to use it with a VPN that shows your location is outside the US, but it's kind of a pain. And actually the US government and the IRS have put some pretty stringent requirements on holding funds in foreign accounts, which OKEX would count as a foreign account. So if you have, I think it's more than $10,000 at any one time in a foreign account, then it has to be reported on a special form to the IRS, which is just a huge pain. It's the same reason why I don't think using KuCoin is very good. That's a foreign exchange that a lot of people like to use. And same thing with Binance as well. All of those are not very good to use for U.S. citizens because they all count as foreign. So a lot of people are like, well, wait, but I have a Coinbase account already because that's the most common fiat on-ramp exchange in the U.S. And what do I gotta say? Coinbase is just not as good. It's just not as good as OKCoin. The fees are a lot higher. Your exchange rates are worse. So, here a Luna is worth almost exactly $50 right now. And if we went over to Coinbase, it would be just slightly less than this. You'd be getting a slightly worse exchange rate to Luna. And then on top of that, your fees for transacting are 0.5% on Coinbase, and here they're only 0.2%, which makes a big difference if you want to actually move any significant amount of money, thousands of dollars or more, into ANKR. Losing 0.3% along the way can add up to something fairly significant. You are going to lose, some amount of money to fees no matter what. And that's part of the reason why this 19.5%, this is attractive enough to justify losing maybe 1% or thereabouts on the way in and probably on the way out too. So this isn't something that you probably want to do and just leave it in here for a month. You probably want to commit, if you're going to move your dollars into ANKR, to leaving it in ANKR for, 6 months, a year at minimum. Probably better to think of it as like a really long-term savings account. But if you have a Coinbase account and you have money in there, like I do here, I have $1,004 sitting in my Coinbase account. You can get it out of here onto ANKR. Ironically, the best way to do it is to actually transfer it to OKCoin first. So I'll go ahead and show how to do that. And then we'll pick up at OKCoin for people who just want to make an OKCoin account and connect that to their bank account, which is what I recommend. So what we're going to do here to get money from Coinbase to OKCoin, you know, there's a lot of different choices of crypto that you could send. You can't send dollars, but you could send a whole bunch of different cryptos over, and Luna being a crypto exchange, and OKCoin being a crypto exchange, will accept those different cryptos, and then you can trade those for Luna, passing through US dollars in OKCoin first. The best one for sending just sending funds is EOS. So EOS is its own blockchain, and that's a big advantage because most or a lot of these you have to actually send them through the Ether chain. So like Tether, Dai, I think a bunch of these other ones down here are like Maker for sure, are going to actually send on the Ether network, and transactions on the Ether network are crazy expensive. Just a basic send is going to cost you probably at least $10. And maybe more than that, depending upon what the current gas price is on Ether. Whereas on EOS right now, transactions are literally free. They cost absolutely nothing. I don't know how long EOS is going to keep transactions free, but I think their plan is even once transactions actually do cost money, that they will still be like a 1/100th of a penny for a transaction. So incredibly easy. So with this money I have in my portfolio here in Coinbase, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the trade tab, and I'm going to select EOS here. EOS. And then I'm going to buy using a market order. So market order just goes based on the current exchange rate. You don't typically want to do a limit order. This will end up slowing down probably. It is going to cost me $5. That's that 0.5% fee here on Coinbase to buy this EOS. And there's really no way to get around that. I mean, you could withdraw the US dollars from Coinbase back to your bank account, and then at that point redeposit them into OKCoin, and that would be the way that you could do it, but it's going to be much slower because it's going to take a few days to get them back in your bank account, and then it's going to take actually 10 days to get them into your OKCoin account. That is the only disadvantage of OKCoin, is that like Coinbase has a 5-day waiting period when you deposit from when you can withdraw your crypto, and currently OKCoin has a 10-day waiting period. So that is the only like significant advantage of Coinbase over OKCoin, at least that I've found. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade, place this buy order. Success, very fast. So now if I go look at my portfolios, I have, 999.50. Oop, just went down. So the price of EOS does fluctuate. Okay, so you want to withdraw, and we're going to withdraw it to our OKCoin EOS address. So we want to withdraw, that counts as a crypto address because we're withdrawing to it, using the crypto withdraw. The other thing, I guess, is there's a difference. I'm on Coinbase Pro. You can also trade on regular Coinbase, but regular Coinbase has even higher fees. So anyone who has a Coinbase account automatically, who has passed the identity verification, automatically has a Coinbase Pro account. So just switch over to Coinbase Pro by going to pro.coinbase.com, and then that allows you to trade with lower fees. And there's really no other requirements, I think, to getting a Pro account. But you have to transfer funds between your Coinbase regular account or Pro account. So if you have money stuck in regular Coinbase, transfer it to your Pro account first, then buy EOS, and then you can withdraw. I'm going to need to enter my EOS address, and this is going to be the OKCoin EOS address. So here I have to go up to assets, withdraw, or no, assets, deposit. And I'm going to deposit EOS. Continue. And it's going to give you this warning. For EOS transactions, unlike most crypto, you need both an address, which is like a long string of characters typically, although in EOS's case it's actually a word, and a memo. In EOS's case, this is a number. Most crypto transactions, you would just have a single address, which is going to be a long string of random numbers and characters. Doing transactions is maybe somewhat treacherous because if you send it to the wrong address, even just by like a single digit, then your crypto is just gone. No way to get it back. There's no like rewinding transactions. So you have to be careful. I always try and copy and paste. So I'm going to copy and paste this OKCoin COM EOS. OKCoin, I guess that's .com EOS. That's their EOS address. Unfortunately, if you click this little thing, it copies a version of this that also includes the memo, which Coinbase does not like when you paste. So if you paste it here, OKCoin EOS, use this address. You have to jump back over, grab the memo. I think the memo, you can just click that to copy it, paste the memo in, and it'll verify this is a valid EOS address and valid EOS memo. You want to double check these numbers are correct from there and there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my max. And it's giving me an insufficient funds warning. I don't know why it would. Let me just see if it'll actually work. Yeah, it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my two-step verification code. All right, so I entered my verification code and clicked withdraw. So it says it's going to take 360 seconds, which is, I believe, 5 minutes. I've usually found that these things actually process a little bit faster, but it will take a few minutes. Now, nicely for me, the value of this EOS actually went up a few dollars since I purchased it. So, hey, that's cool. In the meantime, so it's going to receive the EOS here. I don't have to do anything else. It's just going to do it. And so I can go back over to my dashboard. And I have $1,000 of US dollars fiat that I deposited here from my bank account, which is the way I recommend. Don't bother with this whole Coinbase thing if you don't have to. But if you have money stuck in Coinbase, that's how you would get it over here to OKCoin. The other thing, if this video is useful to you at all, then feel free to use my referral code when you sign up for OKCoin. I'm not doing this in order to get referral commissions or whatever. But hey, if you want to, go ahead. You'll get $50 worth of Bitcoin, I think, and I'll get $50 worth of Bitcoin. It is locked for like 6 months, so you can't actually do anything with it right away. But hey, $50, whatever. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna say no to that, and I imagine you probably won't say no to that either. So I have this $1,000 that I deposited, and so I'm gonna go ahead and trade this for Luna. Now here, I'm gonna search Luna. Make sure you pick Luna, not Lunar. Gotta get the right one. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a market order for, I'm gonna do the max, there we go, $1,000. It's gonna send me at least 20 Luna because the current price is almost exactly $50 per Luna. And you can check here what the fee will be. For this transaction, I believe it's gonna be $2, which is 0.2%. Which is less than half of what Coinbase charges. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this Luna. And it looks like if I go back to my dashboard, I now have 19.87 Luna. So yeah, I lost a little bit of money in the transfer or in the transaction. That's typical. You're going to lose a little bit that way. But now that I have this Luna, I can go ahead and withdraw the Luna. I'm going to select my Luna here. And it's going to withdraw on-chain. You don't want to do the internal. You want to do on-chain to the Luna Terra network. So I'm going to go continue. And now I'm going to need my Terra station address. So this is going to be my Terra wallet, separate from this centralized exchange. This is the decentralized wallet. I already have one, of course, but if you don't have a Terra wallet yet, you need to go to terra.money. And then you're going to download the station wallet, and it gives you a bunch of options. So you can do this on your smartphone or your desktop computer or whatever. I did the browser extension here. I'm using Brave browser, which I recommend, with the Terra extension. And then I've created a wallet here. I actually already have some Luna in it, but we're going to send some more over. So I need to copy my Terra station wallet address. This is one of these long random number and digit wallet addresses, so you definitely don't want to mess that up. So just copy and paste it. You don't need a Luna memo to withdraw to Terra station. There may be other times when you do need a Luna memo, but not to withdraw to Terra station. I'm going to actually give this a name here. Okay. And I'm going to use my trading account and do the max. So it's going to charge me a 2-cent transaction fee, or I guess maybe 0.2 Luna. So it's going to be like maybe $1 or something, or a little less. Not too bad. Okay. So I went in and put my password in and got both. It actually required both an email and a text code. So I got both of those and inputted those, and it just completed my withdrawal. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes, and we can take a look here. I now have 25.6 Luna. I had about 5.7 before when I started. So I've basically gotten another $1,000 worth of Luna in here, and now we're going to transfer some of this Luna, turn it into UST by trading it on TerraSwap. So TerraSwap is a decentralized exchange, which is cool because you don't have to provide any sort of identifying information or anything. You just connect it to your wallet. So I'm already connected. When you load up TerraSwap or app.terraswap.io, it will prompt you to connect your Terra Station wallet, which the browser extension does nicely. And then you can go ahead and trade. So it looks like maybe I have to reload this page in order to get it to recognize that I now have, there you go, 25.6 Luna. So we're going to trade it to UST, which again is the dollar pegged stable coin. So it should always equal between 99.9 cents and $1.01 basically. And right now I'm just going to do, let's do like two Luna. So it's giving me this little warning. You don't have enough UST balance because it's trying to charge me a 30-cent UST fee. You don't have enough balance to pay for this fee. But conveniently, I can switch so that the fee gets paid in Luna, which is very nice. In other chains, when you bring money into the chain like we just did here, if you don't bring in their native token, then you can kind of be stuck and sort of screwed. So this is $100 worth, or just under $99 worth, which is a nice number. And so I'm just going to double check everything here. I'm swapping from 2 of my Luna, paying a Luna fee, to $0.9 or $99 worth of UST. And it's going to charge me a 0.02 Luna fee. So another like maybe $1-ish, maybe a little less than $1. If you don't click it right away, it has to re-update. Oh, nice. It actually went up a little bit. I guess the value of Luna is it's fluctuating just a tiny bit. Always fluctuates all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that. It brings up my confirm transaction here. I have to input my password. Okay, so put my password in, and now I'm going to post the transaction. It's going to broadcast that transaction. It's processing. This can take, maybe up to 30 seconds or thereabouts. It's not super slow, but it's not instantaneous like it was on the centralized exchanges. Great, so just completed. So it did charge me, a little bit of fees and such, and I ended up with $99 worth of UST. So I'm done with that now. And now I can look at my wallet here, and I have 23 and a half, a little more Luna, and I have $99 worth of UST. That's pretty cool. Or I guess it's actually 99 UST, which would have an exchange rate to dollars, so it's probably very close to that in amount of dollars. So now I can finally hop over to ANKR. ANKR is going to want to do the same thing when you go to app.ankrprotocol.com. It's going to want you to connect your wallet. So here I can see I'm already connected, but it'll want you to connect your Terra Station wallet to ANKR. And you can click on this Earn tab, and then when you do that, you can, after you've connected, it'll give you the option to deposit. And I'm just going to click this Max. Although this one does want to charge me, I forgot. So ANKR does not allow you to pay your fees in Luna. So I'm just going to do like 95 just to leave myself a few dollars worth of UST. It's probably a good idea. Heck, I'll even do 90. It's probably a good idea to leave yourself about $10 worth of UST just sitting in your wallet at all times to pay for transaction fees, because there are a lot of things on the Terra network, if you decide to get into some of the other protocols or whatever, that are all going to require UST to pay transaction fees. Terra Swap is the one that I know of, at least, that allows you to pay your transaction fees in Luna instead of Terra, or instead of UST. Here the transaction fee is only going to be 56 cents. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed. It's going to do the same post-transaction thing here. I've already put my password in and saved it, so I don't have to do it again for 24 hours. I'm going to go and post. And again, this will probably take about 30 seconds. Oh, this one's even faster. There we go. All right, so I just put 90 UST in, and now I'm officially earning interest. So over the year, I'm going to earn $17 on this $90 that I put in. You can also look at it per month, per week, per day. So I'm earning 5 cents a day on $90, which is, very good. The other cool thing about this is that it essentially auto compounds for you basically essentially every few seconds, I think, is how it works. So, because what happens is when you deposit into ANKR, what you get back from ANKR is AUST. So I got 79 AUST, which is ANKR UST. And this is essentially a token that allows me to redeem in the future for UST. So this 79 number will never change, unless I deposit more. But if I just leave my $90 in here, I'm always going to have 79.6 AUST. But the dollar value of this AUST will go up at a rate of 19.5% per year. So in a year, I can redeem my 79 AUST for 90 plus 17.5. And this is kind of like my coat check ticket that says I am entitled to X amount of the sort of whole pool of UST that exists within ANKR. And that pool goes up over time. And it's done on a block level. So each block within the blockchain, which I think is every few seconds, maybe on Terra it might be every like 5 or 10 seconds, is another block. And so I'm earning a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of interest every single block, basically. So like I said, I don't recommend, going in and out of this very often. Just take some money. I kind of recommend doing a little bit every paycheck, or maybe once a month or something. Just send some money over to OKCoin, wait for it to clear OKCoin, that 10-day waiting period when you deposit your fiat US dollars before you're allowed to trade it right away, but you're not allowed to withdraw it out of OKCoin for 10 days. So I just leave it as US dollars in my OKCoin account for 10 days. And then I set a calendar notification, come back, trade it for Luna, withdraw the Luna over to ANKR, through, my Terra Station wallet, and then Terra Swap into ANKR, deposit it here, and then just leave it. And, I guess maybe pull it out for some large purchase in the future at some point, but for right now, just earning interest on it. Okay, so that's that's the whole process. If you want to use my OKCoin referral code, it's right below the video, and that's cool if you do, cool if you don't, no big deal. And I will be doing more videos, is my plan, for showing how to move crypto funds around various different chains and such. The plan for this channel is to eventually kind of have a whole map of the best routes between all sorts of different chains if you want to get into yield farming or advanced DeFi kind of stuff. Then you got to be able to move funds around quickly and easily and for the lowest fees. So that's kind of be my plan, is to just make this a crypto channel, showing the different routes, recommended routes between different crypto ecosystems. So go ahead and click subscribe if that's something you're interested in, and I'll see you in the future.